Is Mickey 17 high concept sci-fi done right?
Or a death loop you didn't ask for? Find out next on the cutting room floor. What's up, misfits and metalheads? Welcome to another episode of the cutting room floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I am Thorn Black.
I'm Rose Blood.
And today we are talking about Mickey 17, currently streaming on HBO Max, starring, that's right, the glitter vampire himself, Robert Pattinson. I prefer to remember him more as the Batman.
The Batman.
Than the Sparkle vampire.
Yeah. I feel like he redeemed himself a little bit there.
I mean, I can't blame him for that because he's an actor and an actor doesn't write the script. Nope. So I don't even blame him for the sparkles. I don't blame him for that.
It's not his fault.
Anyway, Rose, why don't we dive into this one and why don't you tell him a little bit about it?
All right, let me paint this picture in outer space. That's why I got. If you see me in this spacesuit, you know I'm gonna cover some sci-fi because that's how much I like sci-fi. That I own more than one.
All right,
spacesuit.
I'm gonna have to get a sci-fi suit now. I need a sci-fi suit now.
That's right. Get with the program. You need to catch up on my drip. Okay.
All right. I see.
All right. Okay. So let me paint this picture for you. This is a dystopian future where a man named Mickey and his best friend decide to sign up on a spaceship, but the only job that he seems to be able to qualify for is as an expendable. He is an expendable scout used during colonization to basically traverse this planet that's full of dangers of all kinds because he will literally just be reprogrammed into a new body. Like magic.
Mm-hmm. They save his consciousness and download it
upload it to a newly printed body
and print out the body.
So if you had any resentment about that whole glitter vampire phase, you get to see Robert Pattinson die over and over again.
Numerous times.
In horrible ways. Horrible ways. This was written by Bong Joon-ho. He also did the screenplay for Snowpiercer. He also was involved in the TV series that spun off from the movie as well. He also did that movie Parasite. He's an amazing director.
Mm-hmm.
This guy goes for unique stories. He likes to get in your head and kind of root around in there a little bit, mess you up. And this is definitely along those lines. It's definitely a little bit, actually has some very comedic moments that I did not expect it to be as funny as, even though it was really dark. It's very, very dark humor, but somehow it's also hilarious at times. And this is aided by one of his major antagonists, played by Mark Ruffalo, this character, Kenneth Marshall. He's in charge of this whole ship and everything. And he's like the classic, just rich company man.
Yeah,
that's just, the rich colonizer.
Nothing, kind of colonizing everything.
And his counterpoint is the wife that he spoils, the one who really wears the pants in that family. His wife, Ilfa, played by the one and only Miss Toni Collette, chewing up the scenery as this baddie. Oh my God. You can tell she's just relishing being like this
She does such a good job at playing unlikable characters when she wants to.
She can. She's often a tortured mom. So it was nice this time to get to see her be like this kind of space socialite. And she is such a freaking menace in this it is ridiculous.
Yeah, anybody with too much money and too much control, there's going to be some issues. And you have that in space. There's nobody to really put these people in check because, again, it's theirs. They have all the money and the control. So,
Yep.
Oh man, it's not good.
And they're putting the pressure on our character Mickey. And like I said, he came here because of his best friend Timo, played by Steven Yeun, Mr. Walking Dead himself.
Nice to see him, and I just like seeing him.
I just love. Yep. He's a great actor, so I'm always excited to see him. And it was very fun, and I think that he was having a really good time playing kind of a scumbag character. This dude is forever getting his bro in trouble and just throws him to the wolves at any opportunity,
Yeah,
man.
and it's not
He's
like
an opportunistic, selfish dude, you know?
And Mickey has it hard enough because, like we said, he's an expendable. And as you'll see in the trailer, he just dies a lot because they are progressing humanity through
Yeah.
his deaths and looking for cures and ways
They're
to
looking
fix
to
stuff
colonize
and-
this planet.
Yeah, so they're like,
basically.
how
So-
can we first be able to breathe the air on the planet? So who knows how many times he dies trying to figure that out. But you get the gist.
It's brutal.
Unpleasant
It is
things.
brutal,
Unpleasant things and tests on Mickey over and over.
The gore in this, very well done. Very well done. It's just like everything that happens to him is absurdly over the top horrible. Like if you had to think about like, wow, having this happen to you, and he keeps his memory, so but he changes a little bit as time goes by, obviously, and you're being consistently
Yeah,
used
I mean,
in this way
I think
that
you
is
would.
really extreme, and it's very interesting. His another character that's super important in this is Nasha, his girlfriend, played by Naomi Aki. She is awesome. She is like this badass, like she's the badass tough one. Like he is like super soft boy, and he's kind of bumbling but lovable as his, the main persona that you see, but you'll see that his clones do differ from each other. And there is a situation later on when there are two of him, and that's not supposed to be the case, but basically one of them just didn't die. So it turns into a whole situation for him.
The
it's
drama
very
begins.
fun. It's very fun, and that is not a spoiler because that's in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we mean by spoiler free. We don't say or mention anything that's
It's in the-
that's
if it's in
that's
the
important.
trailer,
That's not in the trailer.
Fair game.
If it's in the trailer, it's fair game.
You don't want to hear it.
All of that being said, this is my favorite part of reviewing. This is where we involve our chainsaw approval system,
Ah, yes.
with 5 chainsaws being a masterpiece of cinematic sci-fi horror, and 1 chainsaw. You can't even kill Mickey with this thing. What are you gonna do with it? Even Mickey, the bumbling Mickey, who seems to die in the worst possible ways in inexplicable situations, would not fall victim to this chainsaw. It's not gonna happen.
All right.
So, how many chainsaws does Mickey 17
Mickey
get for you, Thornblack?
17 is going to get a whopping 4 out of 5 chainsaws.
Nice.
This is a cool movie. It has a good cast. They set the situation up really well. I like seeing Robert Pattinson in all these vastly different roles. So it's cool to see him as his character, because this character isn't like anything that I've seen him play before. He's
Yeah, we're
kinda
used to him being like this kind of heartthrob. Like he's either like
it's
a
kinda
super sexy
sheepish,
heartthrob.
kind of meek, kind of,
Yeah.
but it's a really cool, interesting concept. They pull it off very well. There's some alien encounters on this planet
Oh
as
yeah,
well. That
and they are very cool
You'll
looking.
see some
They're
of it
very
in the
cool
trailer.
designs.
And Mark Ruffalo's a good bad guy. So is his wife,
Toni Collette.
Toni Collette.
Yeah.
They're crushing it as a
Oh,
villain.
they
you
are
hate the
cr-
guts
they
like
are
you're supposed to.
They are so villainous. You're like, oh my
You're
god,
rooting for
like
Mickey, like you want
woo.
to. I get like my sci-fi bits. I get like my Death Day kind of loop, kind of bits in here. It's just,
You do love a death loop.
It was
It is
just
true.
all around enjoyable. I think it's a solid watch. It's a cool movie that I don't think anybody else quite does the way that they're doing, because it's
Yeah.
a cool story. So Rose, what are you going to give this one?
I am going to give this one 4.5 chainsaws. Okay, I really enjoyed this. I'm just trying to keep 5 meaning something, because I could have easily given this one a 5. I do think I think that the acting is amazing all around. I love this director. I love that he wants to make us think, and just like his unique dystopian world in Snowpiercer, this is a totally different style of world. Like his imagination and his ability to just like concoct these really weird scenarios and these uncomfortable living situations for people. Like he's like the master of that. Like if you notice, if you think about like Snowpiercer and even Parasite, because this whole family is like, like living in like this super cramped, like tiny apartment.
You know what?
And then they're like hiding.
To see that.
Oh, it's a really good movie.
I still have to see
so
that.
it's a lot of his stuff has to do with like discomfort, and this is like this is like the worst. He is in so many incredibly awful situations, and it's great to just, I'm like, wow, like after a while, like everybody is just drained from it, including his character, which is good. Like you see the evolution, and like it's very fun. This is a really fun and unique sci-fi film, and that's all I can really, that's what I want. That's what I love and enjoy. And I like that it also has these moments of humor and action and a great story and great acting. So
you have your homework for the weekend. You're welcome. We're gonna wrap it up today. Oh, band news update. We just tracked some bass tracks this past weekend.
And some vocal tracks.
For a brand new song that we're hoping to get out to you sooner than later, if you know what I'm saying. So stay tuned for more news on that. That's going to be it from us today. We are from Cut Like This. Like, subscribe, follow, and we are out.